brings to QVC. This is the 10 9-ounce reserve Black Angus ribeye steaks, the king of all steaks. You also get seasoning, but maybe most important, you get the garlic herb butter.
That beautiful butter.
You get 2 packets of the butter, and we're going to cut into this bad boy first. I would not wait on this because we don't have 1,750 of these to go around. Chris Mincer is here. Chris has been with the Rastelli brand for 25 years. He is a trained chef. He is also a trained butcher. He knows his way around this product very, very nicely. Welcome back, sir. Nice to see you.
It's so good to be here, David.
Now, the ribeye is so juicy, and I will say my favorite steak. Love the ribeyes. The ribeyes are great, and this is the largest steak that you all make, is that right?
This is the largest steak, David. This is our 9-ounce.
Or that you bring to QVC.
Well, that we bring to QVC. And it's our 9-ounce Black Angus reserve ribeye. And what does that mean, David? That means that we take the extra time and we actually age this for 45 days instead of the 28 days that we normally do.
So the reserve collection gets aged longer, and it's only a small percentage.
Yes, only 4% of all beef qualifies for this program. So it's just a very, very small amount, David. And what we do is if you ever go to those fine steakhouses and you see perfectly aged, that's this steak, right? And what we do is we bring it to QVC and our family at QVC first. It comes here, and then if there's any left, then we send them to those steakhouses.
Now, we don't have a lot of these to go around. It's important for you to stock your freezer. They're wrapped or packaged individually.
Yes.
And remember, there's auto delivery. We have auto delivery, I believe it's every 60 days for 1 year.
I believe so.
So that's what my card says. So we are very, very excited about this. And you're going to get a packet of the signature seasoning and 2 packets of the butter. Now, this butter will come frozen. You can transfer it to your refrigerator or leave it in the freezer, yes?
Yes, you can. It's going to come in these beautiful little packets just like this, David, and they're really simple. It has a little tear on here. I'm going to just show you how easy this is to take apart. Look, that's it. And you're ready to go.
If this is in your shopping cart on QVC.com, be sure and check out, because if you don't check out, you don't have the product. People always think, well, it was in my shopping cart, it's safe there, right? Only for a short time. And if you take no action on it, we do something sneaky. We release it back to inventory.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah, so that
out.
works out nicely for anybody else wanting to buy it, but maybe not so much for the person who put it in their cart. So if this is in your cart, please check out now. That way you're sure to get it. Now, the ribeye is super juicy. It also has a little decal on top, so it's extra soft and juicy, right?
And a lot of people don't realize that decal, and you can see it right here. It's that piece. You have the eye here. This outside layer right here is the decal, and that decal is so tender. Actually, let me see where I'm at. Yeah, here it is. So that decal, David, which I know you love.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
You're
of
a band, yeah. And the decal, people sometimes on their plate don't realize what it is, but it is actually one of the most tender parts of that ribeye.
I love this, and if you're looking to lock this in, let me encourage auto delivery, because it's a good way to keep a good thing coming, but we only have 1,700 of these to go around. Miss Rachel, did you want some ribeye?
Please.
Rachel, I have a beautiful piece over here for you.
We have decal for you.
I even have a fork right here for you.
Thank you.
I was prepared this time.
You know, before I started working at QVC, I did not eat a lot of steak. Now, because of Rastelli's, I find that it's so easy to get the steak because it could not be easier to cook. I've always been so intimidated, but with Rastelli's, you get the instructions right on the package. You know exactly how to cook it to make it just like you see on TV. It's really amazing. So I'm so grateful for Rastelli's.
And just like a lot of your products, best from thawed.
Best from thawed, and this is a little bit thinner steak because it's a big steak, right?
So it doesn't have to cook as long.
It doesn't. It cooks really quick. It's about
great?
3 to 4 minutes on each side for a medium. If you want a little bit medium well, now this is a steak that also cooks nice medium well, right?
No, the side-to-side happy dance. We are super thrilled that these are back.
Oh, so good.
And did you want to take some for the road?
Yeah, I'll take a little piece. I'll also tell everyone this roasted garlic or butter.
Isn't that delicious?
I had the filet mignon, and it came with a little tub of it, and I was rationing it because I didn't want it to go. I just now finished it, so maybe I need to order these so I get more of it.
It really is that delicious.
Thank you.
I mean, that actually, because this ribeye is aged, so the process of the aging, David, I'm going to show you right here, just on this, to give you, so I can tell everybody how we do this. So this is what it's looking like. This is actually the prime rib of beef. And what we do is we age this when it gets to the butcher shop. It has the fat, it has the bone. Then we age it for 45 days. After 45 days, then we trim all the fat and all the bone off it, because we don't want you paying for all that fat and all that bone. This is what we were cutting, these beautiful 9-ounce steaks.
And what you're left with is packaged individually, yes?
Yes, just like that, David. And when we cut these, we package them just like that, and then they get frozen for the first time and only time.
These are big.
They're really big, David.
Oh my heavens. Let me encourage you, we only have 1,600 left to go around, and we have auto delivery. So if you want to keep a good thing coming at the same price, because even if Chris and the Rastelli's price goes up, and it likely will, because as grilling season approaches, we'll see the price of beef go up. Your price will stay the same if you're in auto delivery. So a lot of you are like, well, would I pay this much for steak? Well, trust, when you go to the grocery store, you're never sure what you're getting. You don't know how long it's been sitting there.
Correct.
This has been frozen one time. It is the largest steak that Rastelli brings to QVC. It's 9 ounces. So if you want to split one between two people who don't have really big appetites, now for me, I could tear one of these steaks up. 2 of these steaks up. Who am I kidding? But this is really so exciting. And how many are gone? We only have 1,500 left at this point. And auto delivery is very popular because a lot of people are looking at this and saying, you know what, I want not just good steak, I want great steak.
And this is great steak, David. I'm going to show you just mentioned about cutting these in half. Obviously, I eat a whole steak, but my wife and my girls don't eat a whole steak, right?
Right.
So cut them in half. I mean, just like this.
How many girls do you have?
I have 2 daughters and I have 3 granddaughters. Yes. So, and they do love the steaks, but they will not.
I mean, not to the steak, but also to your answer.
Yeah. But they won't eat a whole steak. So, this right here is just a perfect dinner, right? You have this one steak cut in half. David, I did your chimichurri.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. So, and a little bit of the chimichurri, it just highlights the steak so nicely. But look at that. There is a meal. You're getting just under 5 ounces of steak per plate. I mean, that's a lot of steak.
If you're looking for that chimichurri recipe, search David's recipes on QVC.com. You'll find it. It's combined with a flank steak.
It is.
But you can just make the sauce, the chimichurri sauce, and then serve it with any beef. We are very busy. This does have the roasted garlic herb butter. You heard Rachel say that she rations hers out. Or she didn't want to run out.
Yep.
This is something very, very important. So you're getting 2 packets of the butter.
Yes.
1 packet of the signature seasoning. That signature seasoning is great.
It is
Salt,
so
pepper,
nice.
garlic, and some other secrets that Rastelli's won't tell me. And it's important to know that these steaks cook very quickly. So if you want more of a medium or a medium rare, then don't cook them very long. If you like them a little more done, cook them longer. Yes, you can do them in the air fryer from thawed. Everything is best from thawed. Or top of the skillet, finish them in the oven, or a la barbecue. We are very busy, and we have 1,400 left, Mr. Menzel.
Wow. And David, I cut this one from end to end, right? I wanted to show just from one end to the other. Look at that. There is no fat. There is nothing on this. What you're getting is the incredible marbling that you're getting from the Black Angus, which is the finest beef known in the world, right? For steak, because of the marbling. So the reason that we use Black Angus is because of the incredible marbling.
And any of that marbling that renders down will just season the meat beautifully.
It is flavor, David. It is flavor. And then it's because it's Black Angus, and it's because we're using the farmers that we have known for 48, almost 49 years now.
Packaged individually. So you only take out what you need as you need it.
Absolutely. And what I do, David, one of the things I do is when I take ours out, I actually, once it's thawed, I take it, I season it, but I cut it in half before I cook it. Because I like to get it, like my wife and I, like we have our own steak. It's already done. It's all the edges get nice and crispy. So you can cook a whole steak, cut it in half like we did here, and split it. Or you can cut it before you cook it and sear the whole thing.
Some of this seasoning will fall on the plate. Make sure you pick up the steak on its side and you put it into the seasoning. Get the side seasoned as well.
Yes, and that's why I love doing, that's why I like cutting it ahead of time so I can season everything. So every bite is just perfect. But look at this, this butter is what...
And that butter is not to be believed. If you've never done butter on a steak, I mean, put it in a skillet and then just, as it melts, spoon it back onto the steak.
Yeah,
or serve it when you serve the steak warm. Oh my heavens, this is one of the best things coming and going.
And I'm gonna
I know there is a very famous steakhouse that serves steak with butter. So you know what I'm talking about, and it comes to your table sizzling. Everybody is looking for something extra special. This is that steak. It's a ribeye, it's Black Angus, only 4% of steak, can wear the the reserve label.
The reserve label, David.
And this is aged 45 days. Most of the steaks are aged 28 days.
28. And the reason we do it 45 days is because longer the steak ages, more tender the steak's going to be. So when you age a steak for 45 days, the enzymes naturally break down the protein and make the steak.
And this is already a tender steak.
Oh, absolutely.
So if it gets more tender, then that's all to your benefit.
Yes.
I want you to know if you have this in your cart, you need to check out. I have 1,100 available to go around, and a lot of people have this in their cart, but they haven't checked out yet. Let me tell you and relieve you of any notions that you think you're safe if it's in your cart. It's only safe there for a short time. If you take no action, we release it back in inventory. I know. The people that run QVC.com are a little sneaky. So it's going to be important that you go ahead and check out. That way you are certain to get yours. If you're signing up for auto delivery, that's important because this price could and will go up as grilling season approaches.
Yes,
as
David.
warmer weather approaches, and people are dusting off their barbecues and they're outside and they're doing their thing. Please know that with auto delivery, every 60 days for 1 year, your price stays the same. It's the sale price you see on your screen, not the price that will go up and down, mostly up, when you get into grilling season. If you're doing a steak salad, if you're doing just steak and potatoes or steak and eggs for Sunday brunch.
Absolutely. And that's something that we always split. My wife and I will take this one steak out. So these go a long way. And David, they're going to last in that packaging. This is going to last in your freezer for a year. So with grilling season coming up, you definitely want to get these in because we just don't have these that often, David, because of the 45-day. It's something that's very special.
They're bigger, and this is going to be great if you want to half it between two people, or if you are cooking for kids and you want to make sure that they have a healthy portion but not too much.
It is a perfect steak for that.
We have fewer than 1,000 now available to go around. These are going very quickly, and you get 2 packets of the butter, a packet of the signature seasoning, and all of your steaks are packaged individually. Mr. Mincer, it's good to have you back. I know you have been working a lot, so we're going to give you the rest of your Sunday, David, off.
Thank you so much. It was so good to be here today.
Enjoy your day, sir. All right, I've been bouncing around the studio because I'm wearing new slip-ins from Skechers.